Hey everyone, it is Julie here with TipRanks, and today we're taking a look at two high-yield dividend stocks that are rated a strong buy. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here. Today we're taking a look at two strong buy dividend stocks that both have a yield of at least 10%. Now both of these companies today are REITs, or Real Estate Investment Trust. And there are a few rules that these companies must follow in order to qualify as a REIT. A couple of those being how much of their assets have to be invested in real estate and how much of their total income has to be paid out in the form of dividends. So these companies are known for attractive dividend yields. Today, we're taking a look at two REITs. We'll see what these companies do and what Wall Street is predicting for the stock's future as well. You can follow along over on the TipRanks website or by downloading the TipRanks mobile app using the links in the description down below. Now let's get right into our two high-yield dividend stocks. First up, we have Dynex Capital. They trade under the ticker DX and are currently priced at $12.34 per share. Overall, the past year, they are up just over 7% and have climbed 7.45% in the last 3 months. Dynex Capital focuses their business on mortgage loans and related securities. They invest mainly in mortgage-backed security instruments, or MSBs, both agency and non-agency, and primarily in the residential market, but also some on the commercial side. In addition, Dynex also has a sizable position in mortgage loans for commercial properties and securitized single-family residential properties. Some of the rules they follow are committing to a healthy return and using risk management techniques to maintain their portfolio's strength. On top of an impressive double-digit dividend yield, Dynex Capital also attracts dividend investors as they pay out their dividend on a monthly basis. Their current monthly dividend sits at 13 cents per share, and that has remained consistent since 2020. The dividend yield comes in at 12.6%, and their last payment was just on March 1st. Now, in their latest quarterly report, the company did post a wider than expected loss per share. For the fourth quarter, they came out with a loss per share of 24 cents, which was 11 cents wider than the 13 expected. It is worth noting, though, that Dynex's dividend is fully covered by the company's current income. Management noted that they actively manage their mortgage-backed investment portfolio through a historically volatile period, and that they're confident they're well-positioned to navigate the dynamic market conditions while honoring their ethics-based approach and delivering compelling shareholder returns over the long term. One analyst from BTIG does rate the stock a buy, noting that the company should start to see some increased income if and when the Fed cuts interest rates later this year. They noted that Dynex is their preferred investment to capitalize on a steepening yield curve and Fed rate reductions, estimating that each 25 basis points decrease in funding could enhance economic returns by 200 basis points. They anticipate that Dynex may engage in capital raising to achieve scale and suggest that its valuation could accommodate higher leverage, especially when compared to peers with greater repayment risks. The stock does just have 4 current analyst ratings, but comes in with unanimous buys. And the average price target of $13.75 would imply an upside potential of 11.5% from current prices. Looking at our most recent ratings here, on the low end, we do have a buy rating with an upside of just over 1%, and on the high end, this BTIG rating with an upside of 21%. And for our second high-yield REIT, we're taking a look at Franklin BSP Realty Trust. They trade under the ticker FBRT, currently priced at $12.58 per share. Over the past year, they have gained just shy of 6%. In the last few months, though, they have cooled off a bit, dropping 4.7%. Franklin BSP works in the commercial real estate space, focusing on commercial real estate mortgage debt. Their portfolio consists of CRE debt instruments that the company has either originated or acquired, mainly first mortgage loans on commercial properties in the U.S. In addition to this, Franklin diversifies its portfolio with investments in subordinate loans, mezzanine loans, and securities. Their portfolio crosses geographic boundaries for added diversification. This REIT is a bit newer and has been paying their dividend out since 2021. Their most recent quarterly dividend came in at 35 cents per share for a dividend yield of 10.96%, and the last dividend payment was on January 10th, so we'll be due here for another one soon. They reported their fourth quarter earnings results back on February 14th. Now, they did fall short on earnings, but only by 1 cent, and the company did see revenue grow 27% year over year. Their fourth quarter earnings per share came in at 39 cents, like I said, 1 cent shy there of the anticipated 40 cents per share. Management did note that they were defensively positioned and ended the year with liquidity of $1.5 billion, and that they've been actively originating new loans throughout 2023. They said that with their strong results, they comfortably covered their stock dividend on a distributable earnings basis. One analyst rating the stock a buy came from JMP Securities. They noted Franklin's defensive portfolio, saying that Franklin BSP has built a defensive loan portfolio with 78% of loans backed by multifamily properties and over 80% of loans in Southeast or Southwest markets, which has resulted in superior credit performance relative to most peers. Additionally, the company recently completed a new CRE CLO, or Commercial Real Estate Collateralized Loan Obligation, that offers attractive non-recourse financing with an 18-month reinvestment period. The stock does just have 3 current analyst ratings, but once again, we have unanimous buys. And with an average price target of $15 per share, that would imply an upside potential of 19% from current prices. Looking at our ratings down below, all 3 come in at $15, and even the ones that are outdated before that, so they all come in with that 19% upside. So that is a quick look at 2 strong buy REITs, both with double-digit dividend yields. Let me know your thoughts on these 2 companies in the comments down below, and what other REITs you really love. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. Please keep in mind that these videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock, just keeping you up to date with what those Wall Street analysts are looking at. So please make sure you always do your own research and due diligence. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you back here next time.